Friends, welcome to part design tutorial on FreeCAD, and in this tutorial we will model part 105 of cadexpert.com, and you can get this part sketch on website by visiting 3D drawings page of cadexpert.com, and I will also provide this part sketch in the video descriptions. So let's start the modeling of this part. So to start, first we have to create the new files, and my default workbench is the part design workbench. You can set your default workbench by going to edit and under preferences. Here you will have the options to auto load module after startup. So this is the part design, so you can set your default workbench which you are working on. So let's start the sketch. So for the sketch I will draw my part on exit plane, and I say OK, and I will draw a rectangle and I give my dimensions. So here 100 mm and my height is 100, so I will make these two equal. So if you see here is 100 dimension and here is 100. So what I did, I have made this equal. Now I will close my sketch and I will do my extrusion of the length 150 here. So here I will give my extrusion length 150 and I will make it symmetric to the plane, and I will close it. So we have made a rectangular box. Now our next task is remove material. So we have to remove material at this portion at left hand side and right hand side. Okay, so let's do that. So I will select this face and I will create the sketch. Now the dimension of that cut is here is 80. So dimension of my cut is here is 80 and here is 35. So what I will do, I will go to the right orientation and I draw a rectangle here. So what I will do, I will make a cut at one side, then I will mirror it on other side. So I will project my edges. I will select this point and line and make it constraint. I select this point and this line, I make it constraint. So here is dimension is 80. So from this point to this point I will give horizontal dimension, sorry, I will give dimension of 40. I will move my dimension, and here height means height of a cut. So if you see here is the 80 and from base it is 20, so 100 minus 20, 80. So I will give dimension 80 and I press 0. I will close it and then I go to the cut, create a pocket, and I will say through all and I say OK. And now I will mirror my cut. So I will select this pocket and go to the mirror and I select my mirror plane exit, and so here is the option of selection. So I will select plane exit and I say OK. So my cut is adapted on other side. Now the next task is to remove material at this portion here. Okay, so achieve the wall thickness of here 10 mm. So we have to make a cut like this, that we should achieve the wall thickness of 10 mm. So let's do that. So I will select this face and I create sketch, and dimensions here are 60 by 60 and our whole part width is 100 here. so we have to achieve the wall thickness of 10. So from here we have to give the extrude cut of 90 mm. So let's do that. So I press 0 and go to my right view. I will draw a rectangle here and I give my dimensions 60, 60, and from base it is 20 mm here. So from base it is 20 here. So now I press 0. So here is the origin point, so I will select this origin point and this. I give my dimension 20 and I move my dimension outside. Okay, so now I will make this 60 mm symmetric. So I will select this point and this point and give the. So if you see here we are getting conflict, so we will click to select. So here we can see that the constraint which is causing the issue. So what we will do, we will give one dimension here from this point to this point, 30 mm. So our sketch is constrained fully, so we will close the sketch, and now we will give cut of the 90 mm. So we will create a pocket here and give it depth of 90. Okay, so we have cut here, but now in at this phase we will make a triangular cut. So you can see here dimension of 20 and here dimension is 40, and we will make cut like this, and this. So we will make a triangle like this and we will cut it. So we will select this face and create on sketch, and I will project my geometry this and this, and I will draw a lines line here and I will give my dimension 20 here. So I select this point and give dimension 20, and from base edge it is 40, so I will also project my base edge. No need to project, we have origin point. So I will select this and I will select this and give dimension of 40. So projected edges line are not considered as an actual line. So if you close the sketch, so those line will not be visible here. So we have to draw the actual line. So I will select line tool and I join this and this. So our sketch is fully constrained. Now we will make cut and I will say is through all. Okay, so if you see our actual model, so we have made a cut. Now we have to create a hole of dia 30 here. We have to create a hole of dia 30 here. You can see dia 30 here, and its dimension is from base of the plate is 60 here, and it is at the center. Okay, so I will either you can draw on this face or on the back side, but I will select this face and I will create my sketch, and I press 0, and this is the my axis, so I will draw a circle on this axis, and I will go to wireframe for better visibility. So height of my this circle is 60 from the base edge, so here is the origin point, so I will select this and this, and I give I will give horizontal dimension. Sometimes I get confused what is vertical and horizontal with respect to part orientation, so here I will give the horizontal dimension of 60, and its diameter is 30 mm, so I will select diametral constraint. I give diameter 30, and I will move my dimension outside, yes, this, and like this. Now I will go to my model visibility to the flat lines, and I can rotate my model by pressing middle roller and right side mouse pad button, and I will select cut, and here I have two options. Either I can give through all, and either I can go up to face. So we have used through all many times in the model, but this time I will show you how up to face works. So I will select up to face, and I will select my this face, so this will remove material up to this face. If in futures this face get changed, then this cut will automatically get changed. Okay, so this is how up to face works. Now press 0, go to the isometric, and now we will make slot at this side, and then we will mirror it. So before mirroring, we will make a cut at bottom side. So I will select this face, and I go to the sketch, and my cut dimension is given here. It is a 60, and its cut height is 10, and it is through all, and from the edge it is 20 from here and 20 from here. So let's do that and adapt this dimension here. So I will draw a rectangle, and I will project my edge, and I select this point and this point and give horizontal dimension of 20, and this slot width is 60, so I select this and give dimension my 60, and height is 10, so I will select this line and select vertical and give 10, and I will move my dimension here, and I will close the sketch, go to the cut, and I will say through all. You can select up to face or through all. So here I will select up to face. The face I want to this one. You can also set through all, no problem, whichever you like. So if I press 0, the thing which is remain is to adapt the slot. The slot dimensions we will see here, it is a 15 from the edge, and slot radius is 7.5, and position of this slot is 120, which is symmetric from this mid plane. So select this face, and I will draw a sketch here. So I will project the edge here, and I will select the slot tool. I will draw the slot, and I will give slot radius select slot radius and give it 7.5, and from edge it is 15. So I will select this point and this point, give vertical dimension of 15, and as my slot from center to center it is 120, so from this center it will be 60. So I'm going to slot I'm going to make the slot at one side and I will then mirror it. So I will select this point and this point and I give vertical dimension of 60. So it is over constraining because I have already given a 15 mm dimension here, so that's why it is over dimension, that's why it is giving error. So no problem, so I will delete the dimension and I will give vertical dimension from the center, because I think this is the better dimensions rather than giving a dimension from the edge. If I have a origin point, so I will prefer origin point to give my dimensions. Now my part width is 100 here, so slot it is and the center. So if you see that slot is movable, so from this origin point to here I will give 50 dimension. So I will select this point and this point, I will give horizontal dimension of 50. So this slot we are going to remove the material. So this is a slot we are going to remove the material, so we can give some approximate dimension here, no problem, because our center is fixed from 60 to 50. So I will select this point, I will give center to center some dimension. I will select vertical and I give it to the 20. Now I move my dimension to the outside, and here my slot is fully constrained, so I will make the cut here. I will go to the pocket and I will say through all and I say OK. Now I will mirror my pocket, so I will select this pocket and go to the mirror tool. So before mirroring you can confirm the feature which you want to mirror. So here is pocket 005, my last one. Okay, so I will select this and here I will select my plane XZ and I will say OK. So my slot feature got mirror on the other side. That's 0. So if you see here, we have model our part 105. Now we will give it a similar color to our as our reference. So I will go appearances and associate body shape color and I will select color. So if you look our model sketch, so the slot we have given here, the rectangular cutout, in this case this 20 dimension does not look appropriate, because if you see here it is a 60 by 60 and so wall thickness more at this side, but in our actual drawing it looks symmetric. So our 60 by 60 and total width is 80, so wall thickness should come at a 10 mm. So I will project this edge and I give dimension of 10 mm here. Okay, because if you see here the wall thickness at same at all the site. Okay, so that's why I given the 10 mm dimension here. Now close. Now if you see, we have exactly made our part 105. If you have any suggestions regarding this part modeling, leave your comment in the comment section. Give your valuable feedback to improve this channel. Thank you for watching and your valuable time.